Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wisdom Dropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy astrology. My name is TONIA, and today we're discussing the moon transiting into Capricorn and Aquarius. Over the next 4 days or so, the moon will be in both of these signs. And I also want to talk today about where Saturn is currently transiting, which is also the sign of Aquarius, and how this influences our collective experience of Saturn's energy. So by the end of this video, you'll have a good understanding of how to read a moon transit at a deeper level than what you're probably traditionally used to. So before we jump in, make sure you like this video because it helps the channel grow. And it's the groovy thing to do, you know what I'm saying? So thank you to everybody who does like this video. If you're new here and you vibe, you can subscribe. And if you resonate with my content and you want to learn this astrology stuff for yourself, once and for all, Wizdom Dropz Astrology School is happening right now. We're about to enter week 3, y'all. So it's time to go. Choo, this train is off. And if you're joining later, it's going to be more difficult to catch up. But if you feel aligned with my content and my teaching style, then I invite you to register thyself using the link in the description box down below. And today, let's jump into it. So the moon being in Capricorn, right, is automatically going to make us feel more serious and like we really need to get our act together and be more mature and be more even classically refined, because Capricorn is all about the classics and it's all about what is actually going to be tested and proven to be an asset and viable. And it's all about legacy. You understand? It's all about this time proven, time earned kind of attitude, if you will. And so the next couple of days, you're probably going to be feeling like you want to leave a legacy, you want to work hard, you want to accomplish something, you want to like be on your grind and be known for something out there in the world. And you might be feeling more responsible. It might be easier to get things done. It might be easier to do things that you don't like to do, but you don't have to do in order to like get something that you actually want. So you can do more mature things like that is what I'm saying. And it can be a bit traditional in a fuddy-duddy way too. So don't be surprised if you're a little more conservative or quick to kind of sever, or especially as the moon transits into Aquarius, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus in modern astrology. And this brings us to the point of the video where I talk about Saturn's current placement. Bump, bump, bump. So Saturn is currently also in Aquarius. So when the moon transits Aquarius, y'all, it's going to be conjuncting its dispositor, aka the planetary ruler of the sign that the moon, because the moon is the planet in question, is in. Wizdom Dropz Astrology School is happening now. Link to enroll yourself in the description box. If you want to actually translate this stuff in a quick, easy way that actually makes sense and grow that authentic capacity to DIY this, you know what I'm saying? I almost said a naughty word and I didn't, because Saturn was all like constraint. So that's for real though, the situation. And you know, with that said, Saturn being in the sign that the moon is transiting and being the ruler of that sign in the case of when the moon transits into Aquarius over the next, again, couple of days, this is going to have an extra layer to it because Saturn is currently by transit still, that's right, still, it's an ongoing square, okay, in a square with Uranus, and Uranus is in Taurus at this time. So this is going to bring forward the rebellions, these sorts of protests and demonstrations we've been seeing globally that haven't been documented on the media. These sorts of things are going to be intensified and proliferated, and everywhere you go, people are going to be feeling like, no, there's just too much as enough, and this is the new way forward, period. So there's this kind of trailblazer and make the way kind of energy going on. And so that's kind of what I want you to focus on when you think about the fact that the moon is transiting through the sign of Aquarius, and that Saturn is also there in that sign, adding extra energy and potency to our emotion, and it's still engaged in a square with Uranus, which only intensifies the need for rebellion and freedom and liberation and awakening, which is, again, the modern ruler of Aquarius. So the two planetary rulers of Aquarius, the old school ruler Saturn and the new school ruler Uranus, are squaring off while the moon transits Aquarius. So this is how we as astrologers predict, kids. This is how we predict specific events, specific types of things. So over the next week or so, You're going to see more and more of this revolution, rebellion, people standing up and saying things that you didn't expect them to say, things along those lines. And it's all for the need of redefining it and reorganizing the system, aka Saturn, that is currently being collectively challenged. And, you know, the whole idea is that Uranus, you know, it rules liberation and activation, but Aquarius, it rules people, and it rules the people, and it always has. So, and the moon as well is always an omen at any moment of time of the people as a whole. So with that said, y'all, make sure you subscribe, like this video if it brought you any value whatsoever. If you want to learn astrology for thyself, once and for all, link to enroll thyself in WizdomDropz Astrology School, entering week 3 as we speak, is down below. And with that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.